a beautiful day. Hashtag Team All Blade and hashtag No Blade Left Behind. Come on in, throw me a Subi smile, and all I gotta say is squad goals. Thank you for being here, for clicking in today's video, and for joining me. Hopefully wherever you're watching from, you're drinking something cold, sitting in a comfy chair, ready for a shave. I know I could use one. I got just over 4 days of growth. It's quite a bit, and we're gonna be getting it rid of it, smash it to the ground, going BBS with the brand new Razor Emporium. We got them in hand. These are the Rex platinum coated, Teflon coated safety razor blades that they're now going to be offering with all their razors that are being produced out of the Czech Republic. Absolutely awesome. This was sent to me by Matt over at Razor Emporium to kind of talk about. I'm really excited to try out their as far as the aggressive scale goes, it's 4 out of 5, 4.5 out of 5 is how they've put it as far as aggressiveness goes on these blades. And I am really excited to give them a try out. Everybody I've talked to that's used these blades has had really good success. They fit kind of in the more aggressive lineup, like as far as platinum coating goes. So if you're a fan of feather blades, stay tuned. I'm really excited to try these out for the first time ever today with you on channel. It's going to be awesome. We're going to be doing that because it's really a pretty aggressive blade with one of my favorite soaps. This is HC&C's Cosmic Gentleman. I absolutely love this. Razor Emporium kind of has a blue tone through their website, and I wanted to kind of complement that. And I love the blue globe here, right? The world Earth globe has this blue shimmer effect with Cosmic Gentleman. Absolutely beautiful scent by HC&C. It is their take, their tribute to, homage of, if you will, of Carlisle, PDM Carlisle, Perfume de Marley Carlisle. Absolutely seductive scent. If you ask me, it's one of these ones that they say is kind of cosmic and mysterious. It's got vanilla to it. It's got the tonka bean, which really come out there. The apple up top is really interesting. You can smell the apple. It's really quite nice. The rose is there. I like that the kind of balance it all out with the patchouli at the back end of it. It stays from being super duper sweet to being something that's more like lean-inable, right? It doesn't smell like something you'd want to eat. It smells like something that you're going to wear on date night. And I like that they say that on their website. It says it's a scent you're going to want to wear when you're dressing up. It's expensive, right? It's a homage of an expensive scent. And I think it really comes through well on this one. Really beautiful. Oh man, I love wearing this. Makes you feel fancy. Makes you feel like expensive. Makes you feel like you got class. Really, really nice. PDM Carlisle. Awesome scent. One of my favorites personally, and from HC&C especially. The lather today, like I said, I wanted a lot of protection from the Razor Emporium blades, and the lather today did not disappoint whatsoever. It's thick, it's rich, you can see it's drippy, it's shiny, it's got no bubbles whatsoever in there. Really like this stuff from HC&C. Always had really good success with it. It was kind of interesting. This is an older soap today, and I noticed that as I was kind of getting my brush loaded, I didn't get quite the proto lather I usually get from the actual lather, but it ended up getting really, really rich, really, really slick, and very, very, very easy to paint with a little bit of water. So still really good, excellent stuff. Thrilled to be using that again. HC&C from Hendrix Classic & Co. And it was actually a Richmond Shaves collaboration soap. So kind of cool. I like that one a lot. It smells really nice. I know Rich did the art behind it, and I think he did a great job. I just want to really quickly call out on my photographs, right, that I did. I used the Shield stand. I don't have the Razor Emporium Rex stand, but it fits so nicely. This is how I've been storing it every single time I put it away after I use it. Again, this is the Shield. This is made by Mike. I think it's really classy, and it fits the little, with the little hole here. It fits the actual handle really well. Take a look here. So this is the Shield stand. He offers it in all sorts of different kind of combinations. This is his titanium variation. And again, it works really good, in my opinion, with this razor. Now, again, the platinum razor blades going right inside the Konsul is one of my favorite ways to shave, right? So at least with an aggressive blade, I really like the Konsul. And I'm excited to try out the Konsul razor that Matt offers with his new razor blades. It should be an awesome, absolutely super smooth shave, even with really aggressive blades. Now, the Konsul is kind of an interesting, it's their brainchild of trying to lower the aggressiveness of their Ambassador razor, right? The Rex Ambassador is a very expensive, all stainless steel, fully adjustable safety razor. We're just going to get right into this. And they offer the Konsul several years later after releasing with the Ambassador as kind of a way to say, you want the adjustable and, effectiveness and performance of our razor, but a little less blade fill. And that's the Konsul kind of fits into that category. A little less blade fill, packs the performance though of their, that's how they sell it, of their original Rex Ambassador. Now, if that works for you, right, the slant mechanism is not always a winner. It's not always something everybody likes. I personally get really good shaves with slants. They seem to go through the stubble for me really well, right? Like the scythe mechanism where it cuts at an angle each hair. So it just adds a more effectiveness to the blade angle. It's how I've always heard it, and I experienced it on my skin. Keep in mind, your skin and my skin may be a little bit different. We are going to be shaving darn near at the 6 here with this razor to just really test out those blades and see how it works. Again, it's going to lower the amount of the blade fill, but I should be getting the performance, right, of a very, very effective shave using this towards its max settings. Love the Konsul razor. Again, that knurling is just so unique. That diamond knurling, look at this. Absolutely gorgeous, not a cheap razor. They're coming in at 350 bones starting, and Matt takes it all the way up to $4.99 if you're looking for their what they call their prospector edition, right, where it's multicolored. They do plate the razor. You can get it polished though if you want for a little bit cheaper, but it goes all cheaper, right, when you're talking about a $500 investment. Cheaper. And you can pitch it to your significant other, to who does your banks and finances. It's a little cheaper if we go with this variation. I like this. I actually bought mine originally because they didn't offer it any other way. It machined, and it kind of gave it a little bit of Subi elbow grease and polished it out. You can see, I think it turned out really, really nice, and it shaves as pretty as it looks. Let me show you. At least typically when I use my less aggressive blades, excuse me. The blades are, like I said, they are coming out of the Czech Republic. And I actually reached out to Matt and I said, that is super duper interesting. Is there any relation to the Astra SPs? That's another blade that is being produced in the Czech Republic, the superior Astras, right? And very, very good blade. No comment as far as the actual similarity between the two, because there was no comment made. But as far as the shave goes, very, very good. I would say on my skin, I think these tend to be a little bit smoother. The blades feel a lot smoother than like the Astras for me, the SPs. Never been a razor blade that I loved. Another one that they are producing in the Czech Republic is Tiger. And it's another one of those in my opinion, they tend to be a little cheaper, like a more budget-friendly approach at an aggressive platinum blade. And I don't like them personally. That's just my personal experience with their platinum blades from Tiger. I've had varying levels of success with their blades. Take a look though. Just under 5 days of growth. Take a look at this. Wow, really, that's one pass with the Konsul razor. Very smooth razor, very, very easy razor to use, and it flows spectacularly. You can see here, no buildup whatsoever. It really works well. This Konsul razor, it was one that I actually, when it released, I said to myself, that is an investment piece, because there's not a lot of adjustable razors in stainless steel, right? Especially with a slant mechanic. There are some, I will say that there are some, but they're far and few in between, and it was worth it in my opinion to grab. I love the razor. Again, the way I say, an investment, a shave investment. Love this one. This is awesome. The blades feel a lot smoother than Feather. That is another one of those blades that's platinum coated. I would say they're a 5 out of 5 as far as sharpness goes, but typically I don't enjoy the shaves I get with my Feather blades. They tend to be a little bit more bitey than this blade really feels. This blade feels very, very smooth. I typically gravitate personally towards blades that are chromium coated, right? You have a bunch of different coatings, and I just want to call this out. Again, as I'm shaving, blades are very, very opinion-based. They're person to person. Everybody's skin's going to require a different shave setup, and blades tend to be the most, I would say, the most like swing kind of thing in wet shaving, right? It's the most person to person is variable as far as shaving goes is the blade. In my opinion, it tends to be, you can't get 10 people in the same room to agree that one blade is good. But what's weird is I have heard the majority of people that have used this blade have liked it. And you can see here, it's not having any problem chopping it down and getting it really close with a lot of stubble. And the blade doesn't have any chatter to it. I'm not getting any flexion to it. It's not having any, I would say, problems getting me very close and very comfortable comfortable without a lot of effort whatsoever. Look at this, really, really comfortable, very easygoing blades. Another blade that is actually manufactured in the Czech Republic, and you can cite this, you can like quote my channel, and if you don't believe me, you can look it up on Google. I promise you, I have done so several times to make sure I'm correct. There's actually a set of blades being produced by Merkur, Germany, out of the Czech Republic. And I actually, when I mentioned that, I was actually corrected. Somebody said, no way, they're always in Germany. They're not. They are sometimes produced in the Czech Republic, and you can buy them stamped as made in the Czech Republic. I think part of that is because platinum coating, right, is being done in the Czech Republic, and they're probably a little bit, going with what they can, what works. Look at this. Really nice. Very, oh, it feels so good. So the slant razor, the Konsul razor, right, from Razor Emporium. I'm going to just mention this. I have mentioned it a few times on channel. I actually call this razor like a 48-hour or 72-hour razor because I literally can't shave for 48 hours. I'm still absolutely BBS 48 hours later. There's something magic about this razor for my skin, whether it's the slant mechanism, whether it's the 130-ish grams or 106-ish grams. Whatever it is, it works really well for my dome. It just feels phenomenal. And on my face, it almost seems to hug and stretch my skin to the perfect amount where it's not giving me nicks and problems, but man, it gives me such a smooth, close, easygoing shave. Oh, look at, I actually really like those blades. So I'm going to just call this out. I'm going to be totally transparent, 100% honest here. Usually, I'm not a huge fan of aggressive blades in any razor. I typically, even in a mild razor, will still go with a more mild or medium to aggressive blade. That's just my personal, my personal preference here. My bias on my skin tends to like a little bit like more coated, the chromium, less aggressive blades. I haven't actually had a platinum blade shave to date that made me want to do another one. Whereas that blade, man, really performed well. Now, they're not cheap. I want to call that out on our channel here. I'm always 100% transparent. And I tried to do a little research for you guys. As far as platinum blades go, this is towards the higher end of the spectrum, right? You're at 33 cents a blade. That's $33 per 100. And if you're curious and you're like, well, what does that compare to Feather? Because Feather tends to be one of the more expensive as far as platinum goes. They're about $37-ish to $39. $19.99 is, typically where I see them. You can get them a little cheaper, I think on Amazon, $18.99 or something, but you're looking at almost $40 or 40 cents per blade after ship, right? Unless you're getting free shipping. Go down to $38 or 38 cents a blade, but these are 5 cents cheaper-ish than the Feather blades, but they're still, in my opinion, very expensive. But the shave I got was better, in my opinion. I like that shave a lot more than the ones coming out of Japan. Very smooth. And for me, when I use a platinum blade, usually they're an instant bin, right? I use them and then I get rid of them. They get really sharp towards the end of the use, and because the coating's wearing off, and then I get really, really sharp blades. But this doesn't feel like I have that problem at all. It felt smooth all the way around, felt smooth on the face. I actually thought that as I was using it on my face, I was like, this is staying really smooth, which is fascinating because that's not usually the case for me. I'd be really curious if you don't get 4 or 5 blade shaves, good shaves out of that blade consistently, just because of how smooth it felt towards the end of the shave. Like, I don't want to bend that blade. That's a blade I would use again. Oh man, talk about it all day. Oh, it feels good. Oh, that's what I needed today. This is absolutely flawless. Smells so good. The PDM Carlisle just filling the entire bathroom. Smells just sophisticated. It smells rich. It smells bougie. Oh, I like this one a lot. A little bit of cosmic mystery. This is great. And it just pairs so well with having completely comfortable, absolutely smooth, shiny BBS skin. It was phenomenal. I love today. I feel like the revisit excellence kind of motto that is behind the blade, right? It's actually stamped on the blade, this right here, on their blade covers. Revisit excellence. I think it's very much on point with the shave I got today. It was extremely close. It was really easygoing. The platinum blades, man, performed above and beyond my expectations, to be really honest. And I think Razor Emporium is absolutely on the right track as far as shipping out their razors with these blades. It just feels like the right pairing, right? Their razors typically are a little bit more expensive, and I think the blades they've chosen to use kind of matched that. I think they performed really, really well. Yeah, they're going to pay a little bit more money for them, but the shave that they perform with is very good. No nicks, no dings, no irritation, no problems. And I'm telling you this, it was excellent. I am so thrilled to have done that with you. Thank you so much for joining me for this shave. If you haven't, please go below, smash that sub button. I'd love to talk to you all in the comments. And until I talk to you there, I'm going to get out and enjoy a perfect shave, and I'll see you for our next one. Suits out!